2, 1. Oh my God, that's cold.
Wow, man.
I was waiting for you.
I was waiting for you.
The old standoff, dead air. Welcome back to You Betcha Radio podcast. It feels phenomenal to be back in the studio. This is the coldest podcast in all of the Midwest. We got basically a spring episode coming here for you with we got a little St. Paddy's Day, talking weather as most of us do in the Midwest, but also what's in store for You Betcha here in the spring. So let's just get into the show.
I would venture to say it's almost the nectar of the gods. Back, baby, back. I want my push. Oh my God, that's cold.
All right, guys, welcome back to episode 10 of the You Betcha Radio podcast. I am Ryan, the T-shirt guy, and I am going to share our social media pages with you. So, Miles, you said welcome back, but I would like to, first of all, welcome you back.
Thank you, Ryan. That's so nice of you.
Guys, go ahead and follow us at You Betcha, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's at You Betcha. Now, on top of our main You Betcha social media page, we also have a bunch of sub brands, if you will, underneath. So myself, Ryan, the T-shirt guy, I'm going to start diving more into the apparel content within You Betcha. We have, that is at Ryan, the T-shirt guy. We also have.
Don't forget to plug it.
We also have Mom's Hot Dish at Mom's Hot Dish. Now, that's where all of our Midwestern meme content lives, if you will. And we're also getting the Ranch Wrangler going. Now that Miles is back, we're going to get into a more routine of our Ranch Wranglers, wrangling up the highest and lowest viscosity ranches in the Midwest. So go follow that page at Ranch Wrangler. We got a lot of cool content going out for you guys on a variety of different pages. So go check them out. Now, we just sent out the St. Paddy's Day shirts last week. They should be in the hands of all of our recipients for the big weekend. Now, we're in the process. We're very close to nailing down our next merchandise launch, if you will. I'm excited for this one. I get excited about just about every t-shirt launch, but this one, we're going to throw a little twist on it, and I can't share any more details, but it's coming soon.
So I didn't listen to a word you said because.
Of course you didn't. You never do.
Ladies and gentlemen, Facebook and Instagram is down. And so I am live tweeting during this podcast everything that's happening. So I just said Ryan is plugging social medias right now. Should only plug Twitter because it's the only social that is working. So there you go. There's a huge thread on Twitter.
Go check us on Twitter.
Go check us out on Twitter.
We live tweeted this. Will launch after the live tweeting event, but I think it'll be pretty cool
And
just to
I
go
hope
back.
to God the Facebook and Instagram are back up by then. But until then, you're ride or die with Twitter right now.
Isn't it crazy what what the world does when Facebook and Instagram go down?
Well, so I kind of feel like Twitter is staying alive only because Facebook and Instagram keep going down.
Yeah. Is it a server issue? Is it like
I
a?
have no idea. They did confirm that it wasn't a hack though.
Okay.
So that's good.
God, you would think that both of those platforms, or just Facebook in general, has a team of hackers that just all day, every day try and get into the system. Yeah.
I think they do.
I mean, people have real businesses that make a lot of money doing that.
Yeah.
How crazy would that be?
Way above my pay grade.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna go try to hack into Facebook today.
Well, like, they hire those people like to be their developers too.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's kind of how it started. They started as a bunch of hackers, but
sure.
anyways, I am back.
You're
It
back, baby.
feels So good to be here. This podcast room just feels like a cozy for our podcast. Podcast cozy. I had a great vacation, but I'm here and I'm ready to get back to work. Ryan held down the fort. He didn't burn it down.
Nope, I got the robot cleaned up, I think.
Yeah, I inspected the robe. I didn't see any weird stains, so that was good.
No DNA left behind.
Well, I'm still getting a DNA test.
Getting the black light test ready to go.
But we got a video coming of what you did with the merch's nest, right?
Yeah, we made a couple sweet
I
upgrades.
gave Ryan some money, and I gave him $10.
Bush burp.
And he begged me for more money.
Yeah, the shelf.
Like he's my little kid, but
Yeah, the shelf I was looking at, it was a super nice shelf. It was just a little out of the budget. So I knew Miles was on vacation. I knew he was in a good mood. It was probably the time to ask him, like, hey man, can we increase the budget a little bit? So, yeah. On top of that, we made some cool upgrades with the extra budget.
yeah,
Leave it at that.
Vacation was good. So I got a little bit of a tan going.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be a little bit more.
So we didn't get as many like hot sunny days as I'd like. It
Yeah.
was kind of rainy. So a few of the days. I definitely golfed. One of my rounds had my best round ever. Which isn't nowhere near like good, but
Yeah.
but then the rest were pretty on par with what I usually am. So I did some golfing. I swam in the pool. We did the Natter Days review. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. It's on all the social medias.
At You Betcha.
We talked in the last podcast about how I was able to get the Natter Days beer. So go check out the last podcast if you haven't seen that. I almost forgot that we already talked about that or did that podcast.
Yeah, it was kind of. I filmed it on my end. I couldn't get it uploaded.
Yeah.
We were in two different locations. It was.
The betcha thing ever was for us to have a plan and then it not work at all.
Yeah.
So Ryan recorded on his end but couldn't get it uploaded. So that's why in the video on Facebook and YouTube you saw just Ryan
On the phone, Ryan the t-shirt guy. That was good though. I like that.
Even though your audio was way better than mine, you were on the phone.
Yeah, I had the whole bunker to myself.
Yeah, what'd you do while I was gone? Besides buy stuff for the bunker.
Yeah, I got a couple of rounds of golf in on Sunday. Tiger Woods PGA.
On the sticks?
Yep.
There you go.
So that was a lot of fun. It kind of just got me excited for springtime and for the courses to open. Super underrated game, Tiger Woods. I would have to pick that as one of my favorite games of all time now.
So what did they still do the thing where like if you hit it close to the pin, it like goes
No.
like a heartbeat almost?
Sure. Like yeah. Like is it gonna go in?
I just remember in like Tiger Woods like 09
Yeah.
doing that. No.
I didn't hear any of that. I was more focused on my drives, hitting fairways. The short game kind of comes with the long game.
Golf balls in real life. Ryan was playing on the stick.
Yep. I printed some T-shirts, packed some orders up. It went well. It was kind of peaceful, like I was telling
Did
you.
you miss me, Ryan? Yeah, you missed me. Aw.
Yeah, I'll say it was a little bit different just being in here by myself in the podcast room. Yeah, it was kind of weird.
It's pretty tranquil though in here when it's
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, nothing else to really say other than I'm back and I'm ready to get back to work.
Yeah, and you mentioned like, you're back in the podcast studio. It feels good, but it had to have felt good for, a week's time just to like
Oh yeah.
switch things up a little bit, get into a different environment.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you got to do that, otherwise you'll go insane just working all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it felt good. What I like about it is like, not to get like real like businessy on you, but like as a business owner, someone who's trying to build a business, it helps sometimes to like step away from your normal routine and normal area, so that you can like think about stuff in a different way or come up with different solutions to the problems that you have by just being at a different place.
Yeah.
Or changing up your routine. So I was able to do some of that, figure out where we're going next, and we'll kind of talk about that later in the podcast. But we'll take a little break and we'll start talking about St. Paddy's Day. As we all know, it's March, and St. Patrick's Day is only a few days away. If you're listening to this right when it comes out, we're probably celebrating this weekend. And as we all have been, we've been on pub crawls. We've been out to the bars on St. Paddy's Day because that's what this whole holiday is for, right? So, what I wanted to do with you, Ryan, is I just wanted to discuss a few different types of people that you would maybe see on a night out on St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, I'll go ahead, Ryan. You don't need to jump in like that. I would like to start with the one that's really obvious. It's the type of person who goes way over the top with all of
Boom.
the decorations, the greenness. They usually are wearing a green wig. If it's a woman, they usually like put fake eyelashes on that are green and sparkly. They put green lipstick on. If it's a guy, he's got about 700 beads around his neck that are all green. Green from head to toe. The woman usually wears like green leggings, but then green shorts over top of the leggings.
Can I add on to that?
Yeah, keep going.
Why do I always see like a tutu of some sort, like over to? Okay.
Yes. The shorts or the tutu.
Okay.
You're right, Ryan. They're wearing green shoes, basically green everything.
Yeah.
And they are also the people who are the first people to point out the people who aren't wearing green.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean, they're like, well, why didn't they put as much work into this as I did?
Well, they do hey, it's St. Patrick's Day, why aren't you wearing green?
Yeah.
Which segues into my second type of person, is the person who doesn't wear green, but they say that they're wearing green underwear. Have you ever seen those people before?
I have, and it's the one reason not to get pinched.
Right, they're not wearing anything green, they just no spirit whatsoever. And then someone goes, why aren't you wearing green? They're like, I am. And they like show the top of their underwear, and it's got green writing on it or whatever.
Like
hey, Ryan's wearing green Ryan, this is PG.
Green.
PG.
Green underwear.
For those listening on the podcast, Ryan just flashed everyone on Facebook and YouTube.
So no pinching.
I gotta live tweet that. You come up with another one, Ryan.
Sure. Well, you stole mine right off the bat, which is why I knew you wanted to go first. So you got the over the top person, and then you have me, right? So you have the guy.
Ooh, I was gonna ask you which one.
So
let me know.
Yeah, so you have the guy, that Ryan the teacher guy, who is literally going to dig to the bottom of his closet to find any green shirt possible.
Luckily,
I don't.
You don't got to worry about it this year. Ryan.
I don't, because the Kelly Green St. Paddy's Day shirts went out last week. I have mine. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. I didn't pay for that one.
Oh, you stole one?
Well,
That's coming.
I'm
with-
well. I'll put it back. We'll put it back. Okay, and then we'll sell it. We'll auction it off. So I'm digging to the bottom of my closet. I'm gonna search all over for any green shirt that I have, and I'm probably gonna throw like a nice zip up over the top, maybe like a plaid coat or like a light spring jacket in what it normally is a normal year in the Midwest.
Sometimes you don't even need a jacket on St. Patrick's Day, which is nice.
Yes, yep. Last year was that kind of year.
That's gonna happen this year or not?
No. So there's me. There's the guy who I just want to go out and have a good time with my friends. I don't want to go out and buy all these decorations and beads and.
Here's what I would call a middle of the road. You know that you need to wear something green, but you're not going to be way too over the top.
Yep.
Yeah, another person that I had down was, what was that? It was the middle of the road guy,
Yep.
which I kind of am too. I usually wear a green shirt, and that's about it.
Are you Irish?
I don't think so.
I think I have a little bit of Scots Irish in
I
me.
mean, I might have some, but I would say that my family's definitely not Irish.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think I have like 15 to 20% Scots Irish in me. Now what that means, it maybe means that I need to dress up more on St. Paddy's Day.
Yeah, I think that you need to drink more Guinness beer.
Sure, but you can't put green dye in Guinness.
Has anyone ever tried that?
I don't know. That'd be interesting. I don't know. It's so dark you can't even see through anything.
Yeah. So I actually did write them down, right?
Okay.
So
you were more prepared than me.
I remember the other one. So the next one I have is the guy who always wears the "Kiss Me, I'm Irish" shirt.
Yeah.
Which was a hilarious joke.
Yeah.
But he's still wearing it in 2019.
Yeah.
And it's probably a little worn out because he wears it on every St. Patrick's Day because he thinks it's hilarious.
Yep.
Every St. Patty's Day. This girl crosses over with the classic, what we call woo girl.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the girl that's at the bar and just goes, woo, let's do shots. Let's do shots. Woo.
Kind of like in an awkward tone, like no one's really listening to her, so she's got to do that to kind of bring the attention to.
It's just always moving. It doesn't matter if she's or not.
Woo!
So this girl's usually the girl that's not Irish.
Yeah.
And is like, woo! I love St. Paddy's Day, and I'm not even Irish. Just announce to everyone that she's not Irish, but it just doesn't matter.
That's so accurate.
Then you have the I just wrote down green beer hardo. So this guy, if his beer doesn't have green in it, if it's not a green beer, his day is ruined. Because there are some bars that are like, we're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like it's just not worth it.
You're not gonna remember us after the fact for not doing green beer.
And I think that it's actually up to the distributor.
Okay.
If they put green beer in or whatever.
Interesting.
But yeah, so this guy's room. He's like, you guys don't have green beer. That's the only reason why I don't. Like I can't put green dye in my beer at home. What? And he usually is mad and leaves.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that guy before, Ryan?
It doesn't come to top of mind, but I feel like even a couple of people in my friend group have been that type of person. Like they're gonna confront the bartender, like, well, where's the green beer? Like you. And on St. Paddy's Day, if you go to a pub crawl, they give you a glass at one of the bars on the pub crawl. So if you don't get your glass filled up with green beer, I feel like it's just, like you said, it's a complete failure. Because why else would you have that glass?
Right, but there's people who like the whole day is ruined from it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoa.
Bush cough.
I'm a little rusty apparently on this podcast. So you talk about the pub crawl, which leads into another one that I wrote down, and it is the person who doesn't make it past like 2.
Yes.
Like 11 or whatever.
Yep.
Noon, and they do about 15 shots for the first hour and a half.
Yep.
And then they're just so hammered they just have to go home.
Yep.
Ryan, you're looking at me like you've done that before.
I was looking at you because I was wondering if you've ever been that guy.
No.
Okay, I haven't either. Last year.
Not necessarily.
Hey man, I can hold my alcohol pretty well, especially on St. Paddy's Day with how much Irish I have in me.
Oh yeah, forgot Ryan. You're
Scots Irish.
Ryan O'Sheely now.
Ryan O t-shirt guy.
Ryan O t-shirt guy. You should
We-
change it to that
On St. Paddy's Day. I will, yeah. Yeah, and we'll change the background to green instead of blue.
Yep, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Is there any other ones that come to your mind? There's
The pass out at 2 p.m. completely, that one slipped by me. I didn't even think of that because I know endless people who have done that.
Do you have a friend that comes to mind when you say that? At least just like
I have a group of friends.
Kind of just like
Because in my college town, St. Paddy's Day is like one of the biggest events in town. The running in the green. So yeah, people like they literally start partying at 8 a.m. and to even make it to 10 p.m., which like I should feel like that should be a hard goal. Like make it to 10 p.m. or past.
yeah.
You start at 8 a.m. man, that you're not coming back from that.
So I will have to say that bouncing off of that, I'm actually would prefer drinking at night than day drinking. There are some people who
Interesting.
love day drinking like so much.
Yeah.
I like it, but like I'm a night owl.
Yeah.
There's just something about starting your evening at like 6 p.m. with dinner. You just push burp. You just start drinking after that, and you make it till 2. Maybe try and find an after party at the bar. Like that. Is
You're an after party guy. Yeah.
That and the after party, then start at 8 a.m. and be done by like 3.
Yeah.
What if you pass out for a few hours and you wake up, like you could rally, but you also
You feel like complete ass.
Yeah, and so like you're more, so then it's just
No.
like you're in this weird limbo spot.
Yeah, that's interesting. See, I'm more of like a 2 p.m. to like 9 or 10 p.m. That's like my window right there because if I'm gonna be hungover,
Kind of like an old man. You don't like to stay up real late.
no, I'm in bed pretty early. But that way, if I do like maybe catch a little bit of a hangover, I can still sleep in for 10 to 12 hours, and I'm gonna be up. I still have like all of Sunday to recover. You know, it's not 2 p.m. on a Sunday. I'm just waking up.
I'm up or sleeping until about 2 the next Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, you should see me on lack of sleep. I get like delusional.
You get delusional.
Yeah.
You get a little crabby.
Crabby. It starts with like a giggling phase where like I think everything's funny, and I'm like my eyes are just kind of.
I think that's the lack of sleep I've seen from you. I don't think I've gotten to the
No,
crabbiness.
no crabbiness. That starts at like if
we
we're
did a podcast once when you were like that, and that was like you should have labeled that one the giggle podcast.
could have been, yeah. The crabby phase comes in at like 20 hours of sleep deprivation. So that takes a lot to get to, but it is a thing. I like to stay away from that, which is why I like my sleep. Yeah. So that's interesting. I'm looking forward to going out.
I'm not doing a pub crawl.
You're not?
No.
You've made your mind up.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that, especially after like 10 days of drinking on vacation.
That's fair.
I'll probably just after dinner go out somewhere. Maybe I'll head out before dinner. I'm hoping that it's at least warm enough to where like people have some patios open.
Yeah.
Because even though it's cold out, like if it's like 40, 45 degrees, you can drink easy in that weather.
Right.
Outside.
Oh, 100%.
That's what I think happened last St. Paddy's Day for me. So I'm gonna try and hit up if it's warm enough a patio. If not, just end up in a dark bar and drink the rest of the day.
So does like Canada like? So I'm going to Canada this weekend, Miles.
Yeah.
Do they celebrate St. Patrick's Day? I mean, I'm thinking it's like a worldwide thing, but
right now.
like I don't know. The reason I ask, and it might be a dumb question, is because I've never celebrated St. Paddy's Day up there.
Do you know why we have St. Patrick's Day, Ryan?
I actually don't. No, I've never been interested enough to look into that, even though yeah. I thought you were going to give me some background on that. Yeah.
I thought I was going to school you.
Yeah. St. Patrick himself.
Does Canada, this is bad radio, right? Does Canada celebrate St. Patrick's Day? end. It looks like it is.
Okay.
St. Patrick's Day. They celebrate on the nearest Monday to March 17th each
Yeah, that would suck. On a Monday,
year.
you have to take like Tuesday off. You have to take Monday and Tuesday off.
I don't know. This website doesn't look that reliable.
Incredible. Well, if it's on the internet, it's got to be true.
Well, yeah, Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So I would say that you might be able to catch some St. Patrick's Day waves. Are you
I'm gonna check it out.
in an area that's got a lot of like tourists and stuff?
Yeah.
Tourists?
Yeah. Winnipeg.
I'm sure that they'll celebrate it.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty close to the border.
Yeah. Winnipeg. They'll well, every
Yeah,
weekend
it'll be good.
people will be doing stuff in Winnipeg. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll have to check it out. I might even wear my free You Betcha Kelly Green St. Patty's Day shirt. See if anyone recognizes me.
Yeah, you got to keep your eye open. I wonder. Let's see, Canada, St. Patrick's Day. There's probably going to be someone up there that goes around and calls people out really politely for not wearing green. Because you're in Canada. 'Cause they're
Yep.
the nicest people on planet Earth.
Yep.
So it's going to be like, hey, excuse me, sir. I don't mean to interrupt the conversation you're having with you and your lovely friends, but I just want to let you know that you're kind of maybe not wearing any green.
Well, I appreciate you bringing that to our attention, sir. But my underwear are green. Right?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And there's no way he's gonna ask because he's from Canada.
Yeah.
That would be way too out there.
Yeah.
to ask.
Censored.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. St. Patrick's Day, I think, for me, it always feels like it's the mark of spring.
Yep.
But I don't know if it's gonna feel like that this year. Because we've had absolutely banana sandwich winter when it comes to weather.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does it feel that way to you?
Yeah. It's been long, man. It's been long. We get this taste of nice 30-some degree weather,
So,
and then it's just gonna dump. It's gonna dump on us.
oh,
Ooh.
Ryan.
Did you hear that?
Ryan's heat press just went off.
We are hot, baby.
I hated that.
We are hot.
I hated That's making me
We are hot, baby.
Is that your first T-shirt you're gonna put out on Ryan the T-shirt guys page?
I should. We are hot. That's a good one.
No. not
So-
you're hot. You said baby.
So that makes me excited because we're about to print up the next prototypes, baby. Well, good. Now,
Take a break. Let Ryan look at his heat press for a sec. I gotta finish live tweeting. It's a great segue though, because next we're gonna talk about the weather.
all right. So we were going to get into a little bit of a weather bit, but I wanted to share something with you guys. On break, Miles took a page out of my book and prematurely crackulated.
I did. I fully admit to this. So sad.
Oh, wait, you can't.
even do it. That's all the podcast gets to do because I already opened it.
Yeah, that's it's a little bit of
Just when you
demoralizing.
think that you're on top of your game, just when I'm rusty.
Mhm.
I told you that I'm rusty so far.
Yep.
But
But it happens to the best of them, right? So now that that's
oh
over,
my God, that's cold.
that is
I
cold.
still do that one,
Yep.
though.
So now that debacle is over, I will hold that one against you for a while. One thing that
This
every
is the worst.
so agree with me. I'm just telling you right off the bat.
Ryan, I agree with you. What am I agreeing to?
One thing that everybody has in common, it's the weather.
It happens to everyone unless you're Bubble Boy. If
Yes.
you live in a bubble, then you don't. But
Yeah. So walking up to a stranger, you don't really know how to start the conversation. Oh man, what a beautiful day out today. At least it's not snowing, or at least the sun's out.
yeah, it's got to be like the most common default for anyone who doesn't know what to say or is in an awkward situation. Right?
Yeah, the number one icebreaker.
It's wish it was a little warmer out today. It's a little chilly.
Yep.
Or, hey, at least we didn't get any rain today. Or when is the snow ever going to stop? Am I right?
Yeah, because then that person segues into like, yeah, gosh, thankfully I'm going on vacation next week. And then you're like, oh, where are you going on vacation? And then the conversation starts, right?
Well,
So,
and I feel like it can segue into anything.
yeah, it really
could
can.
literally be like, it's a little humid out here today, huh? Yeah, my hair's getting a little frizzy from the humidity. I got a haircut this week. Oh, really? Where do you get your haircut? And it just goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
You can do that with anything.
Yeah,
You could
Ross.
say, oh, we're about to get another foot of snow. Oh man, I hate shoveling. I got a back problem. Oh, what do you have a back problem about? Well, actually, I was in the military and I injured it in the service. And
Boom.
boom. It's just constant. Give me another one. Give me another one. It's like you said. Come on, Ryan. Think on your feet.
Gosh, what a.
Oh,
I was going, man. I knew you were watching me though, so I froze, man. I froze.
Ryan froze. I'll go again.
All right, Miles.
We haven't had heat like this in probably like a decade. You know, speaking of a decade, this last decade has been just absolutely phenomenal for me. Oh, really? That was bad.
Wow, no, that was good. I mean, yeah.
Come on, Ryan.
No, go.
Chance again.
Yeah, you go ahead. One more.
Do a weather segue for me.
Oh man, this rain has just got me really down lately. Well, yeah, but think about it. Like, there's only like 30 more days of cold weather, and then it's supposed to start warming up again. Oh yeah, I just can't wait to get on the lake again and get the boat out.
What lake are you on? Boom! Right
Yeah.
there.
Yep. Exactly. Yep.
We could also go with. Did you see the size of that hail last night? Yeah, it was crazy. I luckily was able to put my car in the garage like right before the hail hit. Oh, really? Where do you live at? Boom, segue.
But boom, segued. There it is, right there. The new tagline.
Give me another one, Ryan.
Gosh, the city sweepers, the plow guys, they keep pushing. Let me start that over. God, I just got my driveway shoveled off, and the plow guys push the snow right back up into it. So, got to get the snowblower back out. Got to get it up and running. Oh, what kind of snowblower do you have?
Where'd you get that snowblower?
Well, I have a John Deere. Oh, so I actually know this guy that works at John Deere. Boom, segued.
It is raining cats and dogs out there. Yeah, could you imagine if it was actually raining cats and dogs? Yeah, it'd be awesome if Rufus was just raining everywhere. Oh, is your dog named Rufus?
Boom, segued. God, I'm getting super sick of traveling in this weather. Like, it's screwing up all my plans. Oh, what are you traveling for? Oh, well, I travel for work. Oh, so where do you work at? Boom, segued. Man,
Honestly,
the weather.
We could go on and on.
Yeah, the weather, it's one thing that everybody has in common. The number one icebreaker out there. So take some of those tips. If you have trouble talking to people or talking to strangers, just talk about the weather. It's going to segue into anything. What do you do for work? Where do you live? What kind of car do you drive?
Let's do it backwards now. Give me a topic that I need to segue into, Ryan. Just something off the top of your head.
What? Where do you vacation at in the winter?
It's something harder. That was too easy.
What's your favorite fast food place to eat at?
So yeah, this weather's been crazy. The snow has been piled up. My car doesn't have 4-wheel drive, and I just can't get anywhere. Oh really? Have you tried Uber Eats? They usually have someone that was willing to go out in the snow. No, I haven't. I'll have to try that on my favorite fast food restaurant. Well, what's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Boom, segued. Man, we could go on and on about that.
Let's do one more, Ryan.
Let's see. So, what's your favorite water sport?
You know what? It's crazy. At the lake in the mornings, the weather's been super calm. The wind has been super down, and so what I like to do is it's like glass out there. And what I like to do is just wake up early, and just maybe drink a cup of coffee, and then just head out on the lake. Oh well, what do you do on lake? You fish, whatever. No, I usually like to do some slalom skiing. It's my favorite water sport. Oh, how long have you been doing that? Favorite water sport?
Boom, segue. Gosh, that's fun.
Okay.
We're done. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. So it's like been record like temps and record snowfall, right?
Yeah.
I kind of wish that we had mountains around here and I wish I was a skier because then it would be like this is
Yeah.
heaven, right?
And you could ski until like April or May. Unfortunately, we don't.
Like
We're
the mountains getting that much snow too. You know?
well. I mean, the mountains are getting snow when when us, if you would call us sea level guys or close to sea level, aren't. So like if you're in Denver,
Are we close to sea level?
I know there's a couple spots that are like 1,200 feet above sea level, but that's like a monument in the Midwest, like 1,200 feet above sea level. Holy smokes! So I think we're like I'm shooting off the top of my head, but like 600, around like 600 feet above sea
What is,
level.
like if you're like, hey, we're pretty close to sea level, is it like a couple hundred feet or what?
I would think so. Yeah. But let's say we're in Colorado. It could be snowing in the mountains and you could be getting nothing down in the city.
Yeah.
So yeah, the mountains have to be crazy right now. People who enjoy that kind of stuff, it's got to be like one of the best winters so
when I was
far.
flying back in from Cali, it was like we were going over, the desert.
Yep.
And then we hit the Rockies.
Whoa.
That was a big one. But then I took like a little snoozer, maybe like a half hour nap, or maybe it's like an hour. No, it was probably a half hour. No, it was okay. So we had a connect flight in Denver. So we lifted off. Then I took like a little half hour snoozer from Denver to where we're at, and then literally when I woke up, when I went to sleep. It was like no snow on the ground. Woke up and everything was white.
White.
All you could see were the trees and the tops of the houses. You couldn't see
Yep.
anything else.
Yep. And it wasn't the clouds.
I was
unfortunately.
Not high up, no.
Yeah.
It was definitely just the ground covered in snow.
Yeah, I think it's funny when, like, if you get someone from a mountainous state, they come, someone who's coming to college or whatever, they ask you if you like ski or snowboard, and you're like, oh yeah, we're over, we go over to the mountain.
Go to the hill.
Yeah, we go to the hill. Yeah, they're not, even if it's a huge hill, that is not a mountain anywhere near us. That is a hill, and they will fight you to the death if you tell them that it's a mountain.
Well, they're mountains now. So.
Right. But this winter it would be pretty unreal to live in a state like that. But
tell you what though, this is, one of the things you segued into about the snowblower. The snowblower industry has got to be booming.
Oh my gosh! So
if anyone out there wants to sponsor the podcast that has a snowblowing company, let us know.
Yeah, that'd be great. We're a little bit late, but this is like when we've been getting the most snow is within like the last 2 months. Yeah, so let's talk about that a little bit. I heard a report today.
I just went out because we have our beer sitting outside to keep it cold right now.
Yeah.
I went out there during the break and I came back and it was sleeting on me.
Yeah.
So
I saw something on the internet today, and everything you read on the internet has got to be true. So 93 mile an hour winds recorded in Denver, Colorado.
And it's coming our way.
That system's coming our way. We're not going to get hit with that high of winds, but yeah, they say like Category 2 hurricane winds in this storm.
I wouldn't even know what that would feel like.
I don't either.
It's kind of like when I was in Cali and I walked into a store and someone asked where I was from. Apparently, I stick out like so.
No.
You're not. You're super white. Slow.
I'm looking for Bush Light. Oh yeah, you're not from here.
Who are you? What state are you from?
Yeah.
And I told them that like when I left it was like negative 15 or something. Like, man, I don't even know. What I feel like.
They kind of just look at you like this. Yeah.
Like they don't even like realize how shitty that feels.
Yeah.
So you're right. That, like I wouldn't even know what 93 mile an hour would feel like.
No. Nope. I mean, I've been in like 40, 50 mile an hour winds. That's maybe 60.
That's easy.
Maybe 60.
Yeah.
And that's insane. So we're about to get dumped on. They actually named this winter storm. I can't remember. It was maybe like Winter Storm Ursula or something like that.
Like after the
Like
Frozen.
yeah. No, that's
I think that you just love that movie, Ryan.
never seen it.
Yeah, right.
Never seen it.
Maybe we'll have to have you watch,
Well, Ursula is Tarzan's lover.
or maybe it's Elsa.
It's Elsa, yeah. Elsa's on Frozen. Ursula is Tarzan.
They should have named
Ursula.
Oh.
Yeah.
They should have named the storm Elsa, and then all the kids would have went nuts. / me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would've went nuts.
That was a huge miss on the Weather Channel's report. You'd think they would have thought that through a little bit. How do they name storms?
Well, I know that when they name hurricanes, that the first letter is they do it in order.
Sure, A through Z.
So like the
Gotcha.
first hurricane of the season is like Hurricane Andrew, that would have been the first one of the season.
So what about Hurricane Sandy? There was
that many before, I think.
Like 18 or whatever the letter S is.
They just start over again, I think, if they make it all the way through. I mean,
Have
they
they
have
ever-
a bunch of like little hurricanes.
Yeah, that they count as yeah. So I wonder. I've never heard of like hurricane like zebra or like. There probably should be. Right before S, they crossed over R, so they obviously didn't see much value in that. Oh Jesus, that's the alter ego. It's not the You Betcha guy. It's Hurricane Miles.
Yeah, this weather just is crazy. Speaking of the weather, that's a great segue into our next thing.
Boom! Segue.
Give me one more, Ryan. I'll go backwards again.
So,
give me something really difficult.
Really,
end this segment.
Really difficult.
And it's a segue.
Gosh. So, how about where'd you go to school at?
No, that's too easy.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Give me like an absurd.
All right. So, where did you get that crew neck at?
All right, here we go.
I knew that one would stick.
Yeah, I was on vacation up in Canada in Winnipeg last weekend, and my bag got lost because of the weather. For whatever reason, we had to switch flights, and the weather messed it all up. Snow, we couldn't fly in. And so when I got there, I just had to go to the newest or the closest Goodwill. That's where I found this sweater. Oh, so that's not a new sweater? This is just an old new sweater.
Boom! Segue. Bush. Wow.
Oh my God, that's cold.
Oh.
Premature ejaculations for us there.
No, sir. You learned your lesson.
Yeah, we're back on another push, and we're basically just going to talk. And the end of this podcast, I kind of just want to talk about what we got going in spring.
Spring, yeah, it's coming. It'll get here.
That's what you had to rat-tat-tat with me back, Ryan, was, yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, this winter's.
Don't go back to talking about the weather again. Yeah, so, Ryan, ask me what I got coming in the spring.
Yeah, so what's coming in spring?
Thanks for asking, Ryan. So basically, we have obviously shirt launches every month. We come out with something new. Hopefully, this next launch. Should I tell them what's coming, or should we just?
Well, because we are hot. You're probably gonna launch.
That wasn't the full line.
Well, because we are hot, baby.
I hate it so much.
Because of that, you'll probably launch the shirts tomorrow anyway when the podcast comes out.
Yeah.
So yeah, you might as well tell them.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Ryan, you can go play on social. Oh, you can on Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, we're down.
We're still down. So follow us on Twitter. This is a great segue into following us on Twitter. But so we got some stuff coming this spring. Number one, people have been asking about it. My friends and family have been like, Miles, what is your problem? Why are you doing this? People who are developers have been messaging me. Yo, I need a new website because your website stinks. It looks like it's from 1995. Well, one, that was on purpose. We talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah, way back.
But we finally reached a point where I think it's time. I think it's finally time to put that website to rest,
To close the door,
close the door,
to turn the page.
let's have a drink and a moment of silence for the original You Betcha website, the one that launched us, where we sold a bunch of t-shirts on. And really, it's just, it resembles the beginning of You Betcha. So, moment of silence. All right.
Wow.
Thank you for that moment of silence for the old website. Yes, we'll be launching a new website. It'll look like it's from 2019.
It'll look good.
It'll look clean. It won't be too cluttered or anything. You'll obviously still be able to buy all the shirts and stuff when we release them on there. Hopefully update our services and about because before it was like a 404 error page,
Yeah.
and then the other one was like, we make videos for the World Wide Web.
Yeah. Yep.
So that'll be all updated when it finally gets launched. So I'll be looking for the website launch, and then we're gonna launch some new shirts. I think that if you've watched this long, and if you've listened to the podcast this long, you get a little treat.
Yeah.
And that I'm currently wearing a crew neck light sweater. It's like a spring sweater that we will be releasing our first ever sweater on the website. We'll have a couple different designs for it, along with another shirt. We may open up an old shirt too. So we got some stuff coming down the pipeline for t-shirts for the website. What else do we got going on? I don't know if I'm ready to announce it yet, but I kind of just will speak at it. We're looking at doing basically what we would call You Betcha bar takeovers. We're still contacting bars and trying to figure out where we can do them at. We're trying to do at least one a month where we'll podcast, do all that kind of stuff. So if you're a bar out there and you're interested in having a You Betcha bar takeover at your bar, hit us up, message us, email us. We're looking for that. That's what's coming out in spring. Content-wise, we got us once the snow starts melting. I think we'll kind of start gearing our content towards that.
Yeah.
And be less about summer or less about winter. I almost feel like spring is kind of a prep to summer.
Yep.
So content-wise, in spring, it'll be a lot of probably about like we got summer fever. I don't know if that's, but content there. We don't have any events in the spring other than maybe doing some bar takeover stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Did I cover everything there? Do you have any questions about where we're going this spring?
No questions. No.
So what I would like, do you have ideas for your page that you want to start doing some more stuff with, or?
Yeah,
So I want to see if he's thought about it since the last time I asked him this on the podcast, because he froze up the last time I asked him this.
Yeah, I froze up. Well, obviously, I don't want to like give any. I don't want to give any of my ammo away, if you will, because I want it to just come out. But
apparently,
I kind of want to follow.
Apparently, Ryan's got nuclear weapons he doesn't want us to know about.
So I kind of want to follow suit with a little bit of the comparison game that you've been doing. I think it's done well with people.
What are you going to compare?
So first comparison, people been. It all started with a $15 purchase from Costco, right?